In this tip, I'm talking about getting more distance by checking your foot position. Now, I know a lot of people might understand that we want to have the lead foot turned out. You know, I like it, let's say, between 20 and 30 degrees, all right? Back foot, I like it turned out about 5 degrees, all right? But it's not an exact, degree for every single person. And that's kind of what this tip is about. It's getting you to determine how much you need to turn your feet out or a little straighter. All right, so let's talk about the lead foot first. So the lead foot right here, you want to try and turn this out. Like I said, I'm going to say within 20 to 30 degrees. All right, if the foot is too straight and you try to turn as you transition, it's a shift and a turn. If you try to do that, see right there already, I felt some pressure in my forward knee right there. So what I want to do is I want to turn it out the amount I like so that I can easily get through it without putting any pressure on my knee. So what you might want to do is just kind of go like this, take your club like this, and just start varying the degree you have it turned out. All right, so, if you've got it out an amount that you have done for quite a while, just go like this, turn through, and see if that's putting pressure on your knee. If there's a little bit of pressure, let's maybe turn it out a tiny bit more. Maybe you need a few more degrees to get rid of that stress or pressure on your knees, okay? So we don't want to be hurting ourselves as we're swinging a golf club, okay? So you want to be playing pain-free golf. And knees, that's an area that people get pain in. So check your forward foot position. Now, what is the problem if we turn it out too much? All right, so let's say you're here and this is looking pretty good and you're pretty comfortable with that, and then you go to try it around 45 degrees, okay? Not a problem getting through, okay? No pressure there. The problem is on the way back. So the more I turn out my foot here, the more it hampers my coil going back. See, I am severely tight right there, okay, because this is putting stress here and it's stopping my coil. Like, I'd really have to crank it just to get to 90 degrees. So this is another reason why I want you to check your foot position. You might have your forward foot so turned out that it's not even allowing you to coil properly into your backswing. So if we can get a little bit more coil, maybe that helps our distance too. So it's not only for the through swing, it's also for the backswing. So maybe you're someone that's super, super tight. You've got it turned out, let's say 30 degrees. You go like this to coil back and it kind of grabs or doesn't allow you to get that coil. So for you, maybe you turn it out 20 degrees. Okay, so that's why I'm saying need to experiment a little bit. So turn it out, hold your club like this, okay? Just put your hand on your club, just turn through, okay? All the way through till you're perpendicular. This is like test number 1. If you can turn through like that and it doesn't put any pressure on your knee, then that's probably a good amount for you, okay? So check that, find the amount it should be turned out. Now, if you think that it's turned out, go back into your backswing. See, I'm just even doing it like this. You could do a backswing like that. And if that takes you a lot of effort to coil back, then maybe you reduce it a little bit, okay? So that's the first one. That's for the lead foot. Now we've got our back foot. I like the back foot not straight, just turned out a little bit, okay? And why I say that is because I want you to be able to allow your hips to coil towards 45 degrees. Once you have the foot too straight, I just find it restricts a little bit, okay? You might not get fully to 45 degrees with your hip rotation. That's gonna hamper your coil. If you're not coiled up properly, you're gonna hit with your arms, and of course that's gonna lead to all sorts of bad shots. All right, so what I want you to do with the back foot is, again, do a little test. Okay, so take a look at your feet like this. So you got the forward foot turned out, back foot just slightly. And I know in the camera it might not look exact, but from right here, this is turned out about 5 degrees for me. All right, so now go into your backswing like this. and just get a sense of how you're coiling, okay? Remember the lead foot and the back foot, okay? Because you've got to have them both at the right amount for your swing. So you go into the backswing like this. It should be a tight coil, but you don't want to be really straining to get to 90 degrees. Now, if you find that you are super tight, you can't get to 90, right here, 90 degrees rotation with your coil, then let's turn your back foot out a little more, okay? And I'm telling you, if you test this, turn it out maybe 10, 15 degrees. Okay, if you're super tight, you turn that foot out. I'm telling you, this will be so much easier to coil to 90 degrees because it allows your hips to rotate. All right, so check your feet. Okay, this could be something that's holding you back. I know a lot of people are in a pretty good position, but have you really ever tested it before? You know, maybe there's something there that could give you a little tiny bit more coil, or, you know, allow you to get through it without that little pain you're feeling in your knee, something like that. Okay, for the sake of just hitting a few balls, doing a few tests, turning it out, straightening it, that sort of thing, hopefully you find the correct amount for each foot for your golf swing, and that's going to give you a lot more distance. I truly hope you've enjoyed this tip. Here's another tip that's going to help you improve your swing. Now, right below that, don't forget to click on that link because I'm going to send you some free samples of my body swing book and video series that'll take you step by step by step through how to build a powerful, effortless, pain-free golf swing.